Another very controversial call last night for the NHL. What would have been a tying goal in the final minute of the Leafs-Coyotes game was called back for a hand pass. A lot of people are saying that the NHL got this one wrong, and I disagree. I do, however, think it's a bad rule. Let me explain. Rule 79.1 says that a player may bat a puck in the air with his open hand unless the puck is directed to a teammate or has allowed his team to get advantage and control. The Situation Room explained that Marner was the first person to possess the puck, and I agree. Remember, possession, as we discussed in an earlier video, is more than just touching the puck. A lot of people are saying, well, he didn't intend to hit it to his own teammate, and that's true. However, intention is not written into the rule. It's simply whether it was directed to another player or his team got an advantage leading to possession. And again, that happened. If he doesn't put his hand up, his team doesn't get possession. The last rules video we did was in the playoffs last season. That was also concerning possession and was the offside call in the Edmonton-Colorado game. In that case, it was what I think is generally a good rule being used in a strange way, but still correctly. In this case, however, I think overall the rule is bad. Steve Dangle put it himself. If the player is not able to use their hand there, are they just supposed to allow the puck to leave? Again, Marner didn't intend to hit it to anyone, but you also can't expect the Leafs to just not play the puck. And you're also not able to use your stick in that situation. That's obviously high sticking. So unless you want players to be forced to allow the puck to leave the zone, which is obviously not what the NHL wants, they've been trying to make sure pressure is always up in the O zone. In my opinion, a much better rule could be formulated, which either works in something about intention to pass it to another player, or just don't allow closed hands. The puck being up high like that isn't super common, and I think it's okay for the hand to come into play near the blue line. That's just my opinion, though. I also have to say, Toronto fans are correct. I didn't watch the game, but if you need a quasi-legitimate goal with 30 seconds left in the game to beat the Coyotes when you're as good as the Maple Leafs are, then you didn't deserve to win anyway. But anyway, I know I'm right on this topic because famous NHL referee Tim Peel does follow me on Twitter, and he's the man. I know some people don't like him, especially after how he left the NHL, but he's got his really good grasp of the rule book. And he also put out a good tweet sort of giving his thoughts on why it was right. I do also want to note briefly, while this rule has existed for a while, it recently only became reviewable on goals. I believe it was in the 1920 season after an incident in the playoffs. I actually generally think the NHL mostly gets these video review calls right, even if it doesn't seem that way. If anything, I think maybe the rule book could use a little work.